People who died in 2018, latest list of celebrities and famous people who have died so far. March 2018. Trevor Bayliss, the inventor of the wind-up radio, has died at the age of 80. He is believed to have died of natural causes in his home on Eel Pie Island, in Twickenham, southwest London, on March 5. David Bunting, who runs his company, Trevor Bayliss Brands, said he had been ill for a long time and has no living relatives. Fiorentina captain and Italy international Davide Astori has died at the age of 31 from a sudden illness. His team were scheduled to play on Sunday afternoon, but the game and other fixtures have been called off. Astor leaves behind his wife Francesca and 2-year-old daughter. The first man to run a mile under 4 minutes, Sir Roger Bannister, has passed away at the age of 88 on March 4. His time of 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds stood as a record for just 46 days, but the record assured his place in athletics history. Bannister went on to become a distinguished neurologist, but was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2011. A statement released on behalf of Sir Roger's family said, Sir Roger Bannister died peacefully in Oxford on the 3rd of March 2018, aged 88, surrounded by his family who were as loved by him as he was loved by them. He banked his treasure in the hearts of his friends. February 2018. Bollywood actress Sridevi Kapoor, who featured in almost 300 films, died from a heart attack on Saturday, February 24 at the age of 54. She has featured in Mr. India, Chandni, Child Eyes and Sadma, and passed away while attending a family wedding in Dubai. Famous figures including Prime Minister Narendra Modi and London Mayor Sadiq Khan paid tribute to the actress. Modi said he was saddened by her death, and Mr. Khan wrote, "So sad to hear the news of the death of such a terrifically talented actress, performer and producer." Emma Chambers, who is best known for her role as Alice Tinker in The Vicar of Dibley, died on Wednesday, February 21 at the age of 53. Her agent confirmed the news on Saturday afternoon, saying she died from natural causes. The statement said she would be greatly missed before adding, Emma created a wealth of characters and an immense body of work. She brought laughter and joy to many. Emma is survived by her husband Ian Dunn, who she married in 1991. Reverend Billy Graham, known as the world's best-known evangelist, passed away on February 21, aged 99. It is estimated he preached to hundreds of millions of people around the world, and U.S. presidents are among those paying tribute to the evangelist. Graham was a close friend of Martin Luther King Jr. and did not believe in speaking to segregated audiences in the 1950s when audiences were separated. He died at his home in Montreal, North Carolina, a spokesman for the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association said. Actor Reggie Cathy, who featured in the U.S. version of House of Cards and in The Wire, passed away on February 9 at the age of 59. He was reported to have had lung cancer, however the cause of death has not yet been announced. Film actor John Gavin, who starred in horror movie Psycho, also passed away on February 9 at the age of 86 following a long battle with leukemia. Gavin starred as Julius Caesar in the Stanley Kubrick classic Spartacus, and then came close to playing James Bond, however he was replaced by Sean Connery. Jóhann Jóhannsson was an Icelandic composer who wrote music for The Theory of Everything. He passed away on February 9 at the age of 48. The musician and producer, who won a Golden Globe for his score to the 2014 Stephen Hawking movie starring Eddie Redmayne. John Mahoney starred as Martin Crane in the long-running U.S. sitcom Frasier between 1993 and 2004 and passed away in Chicago in a hospice on February 4 at the age of 77. Born in Blackpool, he later portrayed Andrew Delmar in an episode of ITV drama Foyle's War in 2015. Mahoney played the straight-talking father of Frasier and Niles Crane for 11 seasons of the show from the very first episode. Former lead singer of The Temptations Dennis Edwards died on February 2 at the age of 74. He passed away in 1968 and sang with them on and off until 1989 and was the lead singer on hits including Papa Was a Rolling Stone, I Can't Get Next to You and Cloud 9. The 68-year-old son of Cuba's former leader Fidel Castro, Fidel Angel Castro Diaz Balart, died in Havana on February 1. It is believed he took his own life and is said to have suffered depression. He was nicknamed Fidelito or Little Fidel because of the family resemblance. January 2018. Glee actor Mark Salling was found dead near his home in Los Angeles on January 30. He was best known for his role as Noah Puck Puckerman on the TV series Glee. It was ruled by a coroner that the actor had committed suicide and his death is caused by asphyxia from hanging. American horror writer Jack Ketchum died on January 24 at the age of 71 from cancer. Dallas William Mayer was better known for his pseudonym Jack Ketchum, which he wrote under and won various awards for his books, many of which have been adapted into films, including Red and the Woman. Stage and screen star Connie Sawyer, Hollywood's oldest working actress, died at the age of 105 at her retirement home on January 23. Her career spanned 6 decades, and she has appeared in Will and Grace, When Harry Met Sally, ER, Seinfeld and many more. Footballer Jimmy Armfield died on January 22 after a long battle against cancer. The England football star had played 43 times for his country. Howard Lewis was an English comedian and actor who had starred in Maid Marian and Her Merry Men, Brush Strokes and Blackadder. He passed away at the age of 76 in Edinburgh. He had been diagnosed with dementia in late 2017. Rapper Fredo Santana, real name Derek Coleman, died on January 20 at the age of 27. Fred had appeared in Drake's video for Hold On, We're Going Home, playing a man who kidnapped Drake's girlfriend, and his 2013 album Trepanning T Dead was released in 2013, featuring a collaboration with Kendrick Lamar. BBC radio presenter Ed Doolan died peacefully in his sleep during the early hours of January 16. He had been battling vascular dementia since 2013. Marky Smith, the founder and lead singer with The Fall, died at the age of 60 on January 24. Smith formed the band in 1976 in Prestwich and remained the only constant member of the band. He was notorious for frequently firing members of the band. American film executive and producer Alison Shearer, who produced Star Wars and The Hunger Games, sadly passed away aged 54 from lung cancer on January 19. The Emmy Award-winning Roots actress Olivia Colman died at her home in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico on January 19. Born in Memphis, she had appeared in 30 films and shows during her career. Teletubbies actor Simon Shelton Barnes died of hypothermia after collapsing on the street in Liverpool. The Tinky Winky actor was well known for playing the purple Teletubby on the popular program, and his daughter Lydia Barnes paid tribute to him, calling him the most beautiful person in the world. Grammy Award-winning country singer Larry White died aged 52 after a brief battle with cancer on January 23. White was diagnosed with advanced peritoneal cancer, a rare form of cancer that develops in the thin layer of tissue lining the abdomen. Tragically, the Home and Away star Jessica Fauchet died on January 17, 3 weeks after she was involved in a car crash which killed her parents and her sister. Surviving members of Jessica's family decided to switch off her life support following the accident in New South Wales on Boxing Day. TV star Peter Wingard, who was the inspiration behind Austin Powers, died at the age of 90 on January 15. Wingard was best known for playing the detective Jason King in 2 television series, Department S and Jason King, and he was described by his agent and manager Thomas Bowington as one of the most unique, original and creative actors he had seen. The Cranberries singer Dolores O'Riordan was found dead in a London Hilton hotel room on January 15. The star had been in London for a short recording session at the time of her death. The coroner is waiting on test results to confirm the cause of death after the singer was found unresponsive at the hotel in Park Lane. Former England footballer Cyril Regis passed away from a suspected heart attack on January 14. He scored 112 goals and 297 appearances for West Bromwich Albion and was a pioneer for black footballers in Britain, fighting for equality alongside Laurie Cunningham and Brendan Batson. Bella Amberg was a British comedy actress who passed away on January 12 at the age of 80. Her career spanned 60 years, and she appeared on TV shows such as The Benny Hill Show, Softly, and Z-Cars. Legendary college football broadcaster Keith Jackson died at the age of 89 on January 12 after a media career which spanned more than 50 years. He was the voice of college football for many years and started his broadcasting career in 1952 and was known for his career with ABC Sports. Motorhead guitarist Fast Eddie Clarke died at the age of 67 on January 10. He was the last surviving member of Motorhead and died in hospital after being admitted with pneumonia, it was announced on the band's Facebook page. Original Mouseketeer Doreen Tracy, who appeared on the Mickey Mouse Club television show, also passed away on January 10 from pneumonia after battling cancer for 2 years. Tracy, 74, appeared on the Disney series for 4 years from 1955 to 1959, and auditioned for the Mickey Mouse Club at the age of 12. Former Liverpool goalkeeper Tommy Lawrence died on January 10 at the age of 77. Lawrence played in 3 internationals for Scotland during the 1960s and made 390 appearances for the club over 14 years. Ipswich Town legend Ted Phillips died at the age of 84 on January 9. He was a striker that was part of the infamous Tractor Boys side who won the First Division title in 1961-62 season. French singer France Gall passed away in a Paris hospital aged 70 on January 7, her spokeswoman announced. The French pop singer was 17 years old when she won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1965. French President Emmanuel Macron tweeted, "She leaves behind songs that everyone in France knows, and set an example of a life devoted to others." David Ramon Dave Toski passed away on January 6 after a lengthy illness. Dave Toski was a San Francisco detective who led the unsuccessful investigation into the Zodiac serial killings and inspired Clint Eastwood's Dirty Harry character. He was put on the case after a San Francisco taxi driver was shot to death in 1969. Pioneer astronaut John Young died at the age of 87 at his Houston home on January 5 after battling pneumonia. The U.S. astronaut flew to the moon twice and commanded the first-ever space shuttle mission. He once famously smuggled a corned beef sandwich onto a space flight as a gift for a fellow astronaut. Agency Chief Robert Lightfoot said in a statement, "NASA and the world have lost a pioneer." Jerry Van Dyke, the younger brother of Dick Van Dyke, died at the age of 86 on January 5. He made his television acting debut on The Dick Van Dyke Show and played as the assistant football coach on the late 80s and 90s show Coach. Jerry died of heart failure, and his wife told CNN he never fully recovered from a car accident 2.5 years ago. Moody blues singer Ray Thomas died suddenly at his home in Surrey on January 4, aged 76. He was a founding member of the Moody Blues and was best known as the group's flautist and played various instruments, including the French horn, oboe, piccolo, harmonica and saxophone. In 2014, it was confirmed Thomas had been diagnosed with prostate cancer. Samoan-American athlete, actress and professional wrestler Emily Doyle passed away at the age of 60 on January 2. She was a star of the original Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, which inspired the Netflix series Glow. Doyle, better known as Mountain Fiji, was one of the biggest attractions to the hit show back in the 1980s and never lost a match. Star Trek: The Next Generation actor John Paul Stoyer died at the age of 33 on January 1 of unknown or undisclosed causes. He played Klingon Alexander Rosenko in the Next Generation saga and the eldest son of Brett Butler's lead generation on the 1990s sitcom Grace Under Fire. Stoyer quit acting and moved into a career in music and restaurants. Author Ray Elias died from cancer at the age of 57. She was the partner of Eat, Pray, Love author Elizabeth Gilbert. Miss Gilbert left her husband Jose Nunes, who she had been married to since 2007, for Miss Elias after her pancreatic cancer.